What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another case study. Today we'll be covering a long I took on gold. Yeah, we can get right into it. So we can start on the 4 hour here. We can see we traded below this inducement low here. Mark this out like this. And we built liquidity above it initially, printed us an inducement high possibly. Look on that on the hour. You can see a little more clear here. Okay, so inducement high here. We traded up into it, respected it, engineered liquidity there essentially. Okay, so we'll leave this as like a red line for now. Perfect. Going on to the lower time frames now. 5 minutes. So you can see how we respected this area to the left, sold off. Okay. Price went bullish here, cleared some internal liquidity, and then continued selling off, hunting for these lows to the left. So I'll mark this out here. You can see price has left equals and went bullish, also taking out a high here, which induces buyers, which now automatically gives us a lot of liquidity at the lows, right? And buyers interested in buy these areas. If we grab this low and drag it across, we want to see we want to see price below it for a buy. And you can see we got a liquidity block sitting right below. Perfect. So let's continue here. Price trades below it, taps into the area. Go on the 1 minute. Taps into the liquidity block area, runs away. Now we're respecting the highs because why? We've taken the lows out. So sellers are going to be selling the high. Price induces them. Perfect. Prints an inducement low, then takes the high here. Now we got an area of interest for us to take along. All right. Remember, we got this high that's respected the high to the left, which is now possibly a target for our longs. So we'll continue along with price action here. This is now 9 a.m. There was not news at 9:45 here, so we'll keep an eye on that. But as for entries, there would have been our first one here. Okay, again at the liquidity block. We'll drag this over just like this, and we'll keep following the price here. Okay, so now as you can see, price is waiting for news. Okay, it's just screwing around right now. You don't want to be taking entries minutes before. Okay, so news gets announced. What do? We spiked higher again, no problem. Now we've induced buyers, and now we're trading below that high. Okay, so now sellers are going to be interested in taking entries up here. Perfect. Mark that out. Which just gives us an even more bigger confluence to trade into this high up here, the red line, 1928.75. Okay, so we'll continue along here. Price respects it, then we get a sell-off. And where do we trade right into? Right into that imbalance below that inducement low. So here would have been another entry, okay, with your stop tucked below this low. Keep in mind, what is this area here? This is a liquidity block. So essentially price does not need to come below it, right? And we get a little reaction out of it. Since we have taken this low and this low, same concept still applies. Who's going to be selling up here? Sellers, they're interested. So expect reactions, okay? That's exactly what happens. We trade into it, we reject away. We come back into it, and we trade away from it again. Now, again, same concept still applies. What is this? A liquidity block. So do we expect price to break it? No. Any buys in here, completely valid. So here would have been another entry. And we run away. Since we've taken out these lows, concept still applies, right? Sorry, guys, 1 second. Sorry, since we've taken out these lows, concept still applies. Who's going to be selling up here? Sellers. So expect reactions, no problem. Now look how much liquidity we're building at the highs. This is just screaming buys to me, okay? Buy, 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 buy. And we react off that, probably come back down to the low. Perfect. Trade back down to the low. If you want, this was probably another entry here. If you wanted to get a little more aggressive. Why? Well, again, this is a liquidity block, okay? If you guys started to notice this pattern going on. And we stall at the highs again. Perfect. It's just engineering more liquidity for us. We'll drag this over. This is our target. Up here. And boom. Just like that. Target hit. Okay. Look how every time we took a low, price came back up, right? Came down, took a low, price came up, respected the area, price took a low, came back up, respected the area. It's just rinse and repeat, right? Same thing happens over and over and over. We just induce liquidity into the market just to get taken out. Okay, so clean stuff. People might think this is noisy, but once you understand liquidity and the traps going on within this area, you'll start to see why this is actually so clean, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this study. Quick one, but clean one as well. And I will see you guys on the next one.